If you're down and out and you're constantly feeling negative and you're constantly feeling sad, the reason that is probably because you're not. So today, I'm going to take you guys back to school, okay? So pay attention so you don't fail this class. So first of all, we're going to look up the definition or the meaning of the word suicide. So when you look up the word suicide, it comes from the word suicidium. It's a derivative from the Latin word suicidium, which means the taking of one's own life, right? So that's what suicide means. Now, let's look up the word murderer. Murderer means the killing of one by another person, not justified or excusable, okay? Now, let's look up the word evil. The word evil is an adjective. So when you look it up, it comes up profoundly immoral or wicked. And then it uses the example, his wicked deeds. What does the word deeds mean? Deeds means like actions, right? So in society, when we think about a murderer, how does society look at how does society look at a murderer like? We look at a murderer as an evil person, don't we? A murderer is an evil person. That's why he goes to jail. Okay, now what I want you to do is close your eyes. Imagine that you're in work. Now it's lunch break and you have a sigh of relief because now you can get a break from your crazy, angry boss. So you quickly go to Starbucks. So you spend about 30 minutes in Starbucks, right? You're enjoying your coffee. After you finish your coffee, you're walking out of Starbucks. And then all of a sudden, you get a message from the girl you have a crush on, and that makes you smile. That makes you happy, right? And now imagine all this going on as you're looking at your own life, all right, as a third person. You know, you got the bird's eye view. You're watching this happen in real time. This is how your life is going, right? So you come out of Starbucks and then you get a message from the girl that you've been crushing on. So that makes you smile. And then as you're looking at your phone, out of nowhere, a person is walking up towards you, but you don't see that person coming up. And mind you, that person is you. And that person gets closer to you, and then out of nowhere, he gets a knife and stabs you. So he stabs you, which means what did he do? He murdered you. So he is an evil person, right? The person that stabbed you is an evil person, but now that person that stabbed you is you. So in a way, you killed yourself. You committed suicide. You did an evil deed to yourself. Now let's bring this all together. That's why I said in this title, committing suicide is evil. When you're thinking of doing that, you're thinking of doing an evil deed to yourself. You know, you're taking your own life. You're thinking about killing yourself. You're doing something evil to yourself. Why would you do that? Why? Listen, guys, the reason I'm talking about this topic is because this year I want us to be mentally strong, to do everything in our power to prevent anything from stopping us from our goals. This year, we're not cutting off our life or we're not cutting off our life. What we're doing this year, we're cutting off anything that's going to stop us to get to our goal this year, okay? Guys, you have to become so proud of yourself. Don't let anything stop you. I said this before in one of my videos. You gotta watch what you're taking in. You gotta watch what you're watching. Make sure it uplifts you. It doesn't make you feel sad or negative about yourself. And you also gotta get out of your head. Do not overconsume yourself with yourself. Think outside. Remember this principle. There is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. If you're down and out and you're constantly feeling negative and you're constantly feeling sad, The reason that is probably because you're not giving enough. Remember that there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. So start giving a lot more. Stop thinking about yourself. You got to get out of yourself. You are not important. Serving people is important. That's what's going to make you happy. Pour into yourself and then pour into people. Okay? That's what I told you in the last video. Go to the gym. That is the starting point of self-love. You have to learn to love yourself. The more you love yourself, the less you will think about cutting your life short. And then when you love yourself, you'll be able to love others. Do not commit an evil deed to yourself. You are a gift from God. Yes, a gift. That is not a narcissistic thought. Everyone is a gift from God. The reason you're more likely to win the lotto than you are to be born. So if you were born and you're able to live this wonderful life, that is a gift. You are a gift to everybody. Search for that gift and give it to people. Search what makes you special and serve people with it. You really got to get out of your brain. Don't think so much about yourself. You are not important. What's important is you going out there and sharing your gift with the world. People love you. Remember that. And people also want you to express yourself. People want to see your gift. People are waiting for you. So this was a quick one. I just want to hammer in this message. Listen, you are special. Don't ever think of cutting your life short. Cut your negative habits short so you can get to your goals this year. All right? Don't ever commit an evil deed to yourself. You are worth more than that. All right? So anyways, this is part 6 of Shut the Hell Up podcast. And why I call this podcast Shut the Hell Up is because of topics like this. When you're having these negative thoughts in your mind, tell yourself to shut the hell up and get the work done. All right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a lovely day. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll catch you on the next one.